Yep.
YouTube.
That was good.
Hey,
Good, fellas.
reporting live from my.
Tell Mom I said what's up. It's Wednesday, baby. It's almost Friday.
Yeah, right. She cooking. She cooking today.
Shoot. Oh,
Good
I'm
old
coming
spaghetti.
It's spam? Did you
What we
say
got
spam?
next? What we
Did you say
talking about?
spam? Oh, time out. You said you're cooking. Did you say spam?
Spaghetti.
Oh, ooh.
That's gonna last us till Sunday.
Ooh. Hey, if you know, you know. Anyway, what we getting into today, man? Grady Judd. You heard about this cat?
Not much. I know. I always see his ass on the internet though.
Yeah. He
Grady Judd, the sheriff.
Okay.
yeah.
The disrespectful one.
Mm-hmm.
Disrespectful. Come on, man. Well, we get into that later. I don't think he's disrespectful.
I definitely do.
Shoot. I think he's doing what he do, man.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's debatable.
Nah. And I'm gonna play it real quick.
Hey, no, hold on, man. Hold on. Just this quick little, background. He's a sheriff of Polk County, Florida.
Uh-huh.
And he's become known for his creative press conferences, and he's viewed by many as really antagonistic. I'm gonna say it like that. And he's making waves, man. But yeah, go ahead and roll that little short that we came across.
All right, bet. There it is.
Playing with y'all down in Florida.
The rule is
Whoever this
that,
sheriff is, I like
no
him.
one is supposed to touch this jacket. Okay, but the member, you see, no one. And you must turn the jacket inside out to hang it up. We chose not to do that too. Why we're not touching it. He said that his wife was going to really be mad. And he used other words. Well, we called her. And guess what? He was right. She was really mad. And I bet the pagans were really mad. See, he's not been a member but just a few months. And here now he's disparaged them. And the cops have one of their jackets. And they've been handling it. And, we didn't hang it up backwards or any of the other rules. See, there's rules.
Wow. Hey, first of all, my man is petty. Just like the video said, he petty.
He out of pocket.
He said he wasn't supposed to touch it. He's slapping him and jagging his
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna tell you why he out of pocket though. Like, being in Iraq and being in Afghanistan, I had to be in the police position. You know what I'm saying? As far as like patrolling and securing areas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And when you do stuff like that, and you're not the person walking in them streets and dealing with the aftermath of the things like that, they're not going to do something to you. But the people who got to work that job because of the decisions that you're making and disrespecting a hostile situation in any type of way, you never antagonize the people who are subordinate to you, because you risk making uprising. You know what I'm saying? It's a very unprofessional thing to do. You're making people think that you're a badass, but in reality of it, it's just like if my captain comes out here and he does some wild shit to the Iraqi people, the next day he ain't on them patrols. You know what I'm saying? He's not walking around those people. He's not dealing with the aftermath of these comments or the environment that these comments may cause. Like, so one of your officers, who says that one of these dudes or whatever, white, black, it doesn't matter. One of these guys go radical and shoot you or shoot an officer because of some shit that you did. You never do some shit in which you're not going to take the bulk of the blame and the responsibility for what happened based off what you said. You never do that. So like, you're not gonna live in this community. You're not gonna believe in no matter what they do, whether they're gang members, whether they're white supremacists, which gang members, but you know they don't consider them gang members because they have charters, whatever that means. But
hey, look, your boy Grady sitting up in the office.
Hey, you know what though? Real talk, man.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Nah, that's a great point, man. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't really see it like that. But my thing is this: I would like to think that his cops are, or his the people under his command are aware of what he's doing and what's going on. The way I look at it, you know, I never assume anyone is dumb. I'm thinking this is a tactic, maybe to get these guys into making a mistake. That's the way I view that, to be honest.
Yeah, but that mistake might cost somebody their life.
First of all, what happened?
Yeah,
I don't even know I don't know the scenario what
That's
it
true.
is, but I always say like you attack the enemy, you don't antagonize the enemy. If you're gonna do what you're gonna do, you just do it. But to antagonize, it might, like for instance, we was in Afghanistan and we went through there, we done the Battle of Gomzor, you know what I'm saying? We cleared the city out, everything of that nature. Now we so-called doing humanitarian, really just giving them money. We ain't really doing that humanitarian or whatsoever. We're just paying them for some shit that we destroyed, and we're not repairing the shit. We're just giving you the money. Whatever you do with it, if you build your city up with it or whatever, we don't really care. But we started doing wild shit like giving gifts like soccer balls and shit like that in the open. And so making it seem like, you know, anytime somebody see you get a gift and they on the opposite spectrum and you're giving somebody else a gift, it's taken as, you know, in those type of settings that you're an informant. You know what I'm saying? Or you agree with what's going on. You either are an informant or you're going to be an informant. So we give soccer balls to little kids or whatever, you know. They go home with them in the front yard playing or whatever with the soccer ball. You know, it's not a lot of thieving that goes on in Afghanistan, even from the kids. It's very secure. Next morning, they go out there to go kick their little ball. I'm on post 4. I see a mushroom cloud go up. Boom! So it was a little bit in the distance, so I couldn't really hear it. But I saw the mushroom cloud. About like an hour later, I see a kid riding his bike with looks like another little kid in the in like one of those old school basket bikes. I don't know if y'all remember those little junk, but he's riding his stuff up there, and he starts screaming some shit out loud or whatever. We're thinking he's saying his brother, you know what I'm saying, is about to die or whatever. But in reality, he said it's y'all fault. It's y'all fault because they went to go kick the soccer ball, and the motherfucker dug an IED in their yard that night while they were sleeping. And when they came out there to go play with that ball, they blew it up. They blew them up. Old men like that get egos, and then they sleep, and then they make young men go fight the battles that they're supposed to fight based off their ego and their mouth. And at that time, when somebody dies, they don't take full responsibility. Just give somebody a crispy white flag. I mean, a crispy blue, white, and red flag, and say thank you for your fucking service.
Hey, I need some more information, right?
Yeah.
One, it depends on what this group is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're out there terrorizing the fucking community
and killing already,
messing with old folk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, disturbing the peace of good citizens.
Yeah.
Then absolutely show these cats, look, we ain't playing with you.
And we ain't scared of you.
You show that by doing your job. You lock them up. You don't get on them and then risk them. Oh, I want them to make a mistake. So I'm gonna get on TV and I'm gonna do this, that, and the other.
It's not
their mistake. Might be somebody.
But you gotta remember though. But hold on. You gotta remember though. A lot of times the war is fought with public relations. Let's not get twisted. You know, it's a brute action, but at the same time,
if you're terrorizing a community, guess what? Locking them up is public relations.
Yeah,
not getting on TV. I'm telling you, not getting on TV.
But pissing them off. But pissing them off to get them to make a mistake is also attacking the enemy.
But if a mistake is somebody's life, you're saying that I can, like, you pretty much saying I'm gonna sacrifice somebody to get what I want out of them. I'm not saying it might be anything.
It don't work that way though. It don't work that way. Everybody has a moral code. If you're going to kill somebody,
the moral code is I do not risk civilian life. That is the moral code. So if the mistake to be made, you don't know what the mistake is. It might be drugs. It might be trafficking. It might be manslaughter. It might be murder. It might be rape. But when you try to antagonize somebody to make a mistake, you're also putting in risk of the people they got to make the mistake around.
But I don't think it's about forcing them to make a mistake. I think it's sending a message. You know what I mean? Like, we not fucking around.
The message is
I look at it like this. Let's say we wanted to take the hood back, right? Let's say 100 of us former military vets got together and we said we're gonna run all the niggas out the hood who's causing problems and, you know what I mean, disturbing the peace. We gonna do things just like that to send a message to them, let them know, hey,
thank you.
We ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? And whatever comes with that. Yeah. But it's going down. I mean, that's
honestly, that's the problem. That's how things got so bad anyway. Everybody's scared of their own shadow. But anyway, people who are going to kill, people who are willing to kill over something like that, they're going to kill anyway. Let's keep it real. They're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway.
Then, like, your job is not to, like, when you're securing an area, the job is not to antagonize. If my mission is to clean up the streets, I'm gonna clean up the streets. I'm not gonna go up here and go on a Ric Flair type of tirade and I will about something just to prove my point until they all are off the street.
But it's slightly different though.
Then
this is not war. This is not a war setting.
This is why it's different, because they have more eyes on them in the States. Everybody got a cell phone. Everybody got a camera, right? So they kind of have to go on a political campaign first before they go out there and run the street.
Right now, in this exact situation like that right now, them cameras don't mean nothing. All them cameras is just a way to because guess what? They get to narrate it how they want to narrate it. You get what I'm saying? So the only time them cameras really work was George Floyd in most cases. Most cases, them cameras are still on, and they still what? What's the one that happened when he only got 8 years in jail? Man, that was the George Floyd shit. He didn't get hit with murder. You know why he don't get hit with murder? It's because they use propaganda like that video right there to give a public perception, because the rules would not let them. The rules that are made, the reason why the officers will never get hit with murder, the reason why they do the stuff that they do is for they can make sure the laws don't change. And until the laws change to actually protect citizens, you're going to hear about stuff that is going to keep going, and then they're going to blow up. Like, for instance, the thing that happened in Raleigh. They're going to blow up situations like that, but de-escalate the other situations. Because the officer could never get in trouble for murder, because guess what? They found a protocol from higher. I can't charge you with murder unless I charge the supervisor with murder, unless I charge the chief. No, seriously, that's
a little far.
It's not. Yeah, that's
did they murder that biker, or did they just arrest him?
No. What I'm saying is when this is when you open Pandora's box in that type of manner. You never open Pandora's box unless you're ready for everything that's going to come out of it. And then when you're ready for, then not only that, but the people that have to deal with the consequences of you opening that box, you got to make sure that they're prepared to do whatever. That's the reason why when we go to war with anybody, Congress got to vote on it. The president can declare it, but the Congress has to vote on it, because we got to make sure that everybody's on board.
The fuck they do. Marinas go 48 hours.
No, but they can only go for 90 days.
But still,
that's enough. I can only go 90 days.
That's enough to start some shit.
Damn right.
The thing I'm saying is,
that's enough to get too far that you can't pull out.
How much destruction can we do in 90 days as a Marine? We can take the whole fucking country in 90 days.
What I'm saying is this: after those 90 days is up, if the Congress does not say we can be, we want to do this, we have to leave. We have to. That's by the Geneva Convention. We gotta go. Every country, major country that has an army, they have a respond force, like the Marine Corps.
Man, get them niggas off the fucking streets.
Yeah,
That's
right.
That's what I said.
I'm definitely.
And this is why
right.
I say that. It's not a black or white thing. We have fucking citizens that go to work every day, pay their taxes, raise their children, and they play the game by the rules. These people are trying to be productive people in society. They're trying to raise good children, right? Meanwhile, you have other people, other groups that feel like they're outside the law. They do whatever the fuck they want to do without any consequences, and they terrorize folks.
But this
If that's happening, you need to get the motherfuckers off the street.
Right. By any means. By
Any
any means.
Not any means, because
Yes,
when you do
yes, by any means.
You're protecting. Like you gotta protect people. You use any means, somebody their next thing is to use any means.
It is.
I'm telling you, if I go ahead and say any means necessary, then guess what? Once the taxes change on me, the taxes is gonna change on you as well. Happened in Iraq. They started shooting and BS like that. We started bombing. They couldn't do the bombs. They know they didn't have the manpower.
Nah.
So guess what changed? No, that's what changed. They started shooting. They started calling in bombs, being far away so you can't get them, and killing service members from afar because they know they couldn't do close combat no more. When you do stuff like this, you also change the tactics of the enemy in any type of situation.
I will.
I'm talking about down in Polk County, Florida. I'm not talking about a war
They
zone.
still the enemy.
I'm not talking. No, it's not the
You have
same
to look
because
at it from
the battle's not the same.
You gotta look at it from a strategist side and not a civilian side, because this is not civilians making the rules. This is a government institution, and as a government institution, you gotta protect the integrity.
Wait a minute. The sheriff is the sheriff not in the elected office?
Integrity. He's a man of the law.
Is the sheriff not in the elected office?
It sounded good, but he took a constitutional oath not to do no dumb shit like that. That's a fact.
You sound crazy right now.
It sounds good. It sounds
You sound
good.
crazy right now.
I'm saying it sounds good.
I'm
If
all
you
for
would say that.
I'm all.
You have a certain, like, you get what I'm saying? You have a certain standard. You can't. I'm telling you, as a service member who took that oath, nigga, I've been spit on in uniform and couldn't do nothing. Bye.
Hold on,
You gotta respect that uniform, bro.
Time out.
Damn!
So
The rules of engagement are
what's
different.
the alternative? No, time out. What's the alternative? Everybody running around scared of these clowns?
No.
Everybody scared to protect themselves. Everybody scared of their own
You do
shadow.
your job based off the rules, and you allow the rules not to be like this. You change the rules before you do anything. Like, you want to do any means necessary, you got to give them a reason to do anything necessary.
Wait a minute. Are we doing the job by the rules, or are we changing the rules now? What are we doing?
I didn't say nothing about that. You said by any means necessary. Get them off the street by any means necessary.
Yeah.
But when I'm telling you, you say stuff like that, you also let them, when you go, like, one, you never let the enemy know what you about anyway. You don't tell them what you're gonna do. You just do it. You don't do that.
I'm not talking about violating people's civil rights, but you're talking about antagonizing. Like, F these news feelings, man. For real.
Yes, because eventually I give you examples of it. It happens all the time. It happens in LA. You try to that's the reason why they're still trying to figure out to this day how to attack this situation, is because when they use, like, you have what's this shit called? BMF. You watch BMF. Everybody watch BMF.
I'm not talking I'm not talking about abusing civilians' rights. I'm talking about the fact that you're beefing about the fact that he's antagonizing a bunch of criminals.
Yes, I am, because he knows that that's not right, and you're not going to do that in uniform. He's disrespecting the uniform doing that shit. He took our oath. Yes,
I respectfully disagree.
Professionalism.
He's disrespecting what uniform.
No. But if you are in uniform,
the officer
as a uniform, he takes a constitutional oath as uniform. I have a certain name. I have a certain standard to do in uniform. I'm not here to be a fucking clown and make people laugh and feel good that I'm trying to serve them. No, I do my motherfucking. I'm sorry. I do my job. I do my job to the best of my ability, and I force them to change the rules to, if I do need to act harder, I do it right. He's doing it wrong. and he knows he's doing it wrong. It sounds good to people who never served, but he's not going to be the one walking the beat.
Well, this look. In order for them to even have a press conference about it, it has to be a major problem in that area, right? I mean, it has to be something that the people want. In order for him to make a press conference about it and say, "Look, we got one of them, and we're gonna get the rest of them if you keep acting through." I mean,
who might get hurt?
People were scared as hell, man. Come on, let's be real. Those people were probably being terrorized.
I'm here to protect.
We don't know because we don't have all the details.
Yeah, no, we don't have all the information.
I'm be real.
For him to do that, he's not doing that. He's not doing that out of his ass.
My goal is not to make them feel good. It's just to make them live in a secure place. I give a fuck about
what?
Yes, it's about.
It's not to make them feel good.
I don't give a fuck about how they feel. They feel.
Oh man, you tripping?
Affect my job.
Be real, you tripping?
I don't. No.
You tripping?
Everybody think they feelings matter. No, only thing that matters is the mission accomplishment.
No, the feeling of safety matters.
I don't care.
The feeling of safety matters.
Feelings get people killed.
Hey,
that's fact.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, nobody's arguing that.
Feelings get people hurt. Feelings make you derive from the mission. The mission is to serve and protect.
So many
it's not to serve, gloat about my wins, and then try to go back out here. Because if I didn't get all of them, I don't know if he got all of them. We don't know what happened. But if I didn't get all of them, showing a certain type of disrespect might want somebody to go show some disrespect back. They might just go out there and do a random act of violence or whatever.
And that's their stupidity, and that's their fault.
How do you care about their feelings? How do you care about their feelings? How do you care about their feelings if it's him doing that, right? You don't know how serious.
Nah.
You don't know how serious. You don't know how serious they care. You don't care. You don't know how serious they carry. Whatever they represent. Now, you getting up there doing that, and one of them go out there and based off the words that you said out your mouth, commit a random act of violence.
Hey,
random act. No. If what I go out there and they commit a random act of violence on somebody, how do I care about their feelings? Because my safety is the reason why that random act of violence just happened. Oh, you want to disrespect my bike jump? You want to disrespect my set? You want to do this, that, and the other? Yeah. They make examples too.
Let Cuz get his shit off, man.
Nah. It's all good. My thing is this though. Going by that ideology, I have to be responsible for everybody's feelings, everybody's reactions. Everybody thinks about everything. If you're going out here and you're willing to kill somebody off of words or being antagonized by a sheriff, you won't shit to begin with.
People kill for less.
That's true, but that don't make it right. That don't mean that it's something that I should have to consider when I'm worried about my constituents. I'm worried about my community feeling safe. Whether that be teaching them how to arm themselves, teaching them how to defend themselves. There's been times in this country where literally
that's going to cause more problems than anything.
There's been times in this country where we literally had police officers have to come on the TV and say, "Hey, arm yourselves. We cannot protect you." That's happened in America. You can't let these clowns run wild, man. You can't.
It's not running wild.
You know what?
These dudes.
You cannot change protocol until you give them a reason why to change protocol.
Hey, look here.
You cannot take matters into your own hands due to the fact that, guess what? The law is on both sides. And sometimes a person defending themselves can become a murder case for a good 3 to 5 years till they prove they're innocent. Like, you're not doing them justice by doing that. And when you have this uniform on, you're not understanding what he's supposed to do. He's not an entertainer. He has a oath, a different oath to uphold. He has a different standard to do as well. And he also has I can't, and this is what we tell people when we're in Iraq. Do not get emotionally involved in what's going on. Do your job to the best of your ability, because you cannot put feelings in. Feelings once around and get somebody hurt that's not supposed to be hurt. That's not supposed to be served.
Feelings didn't get them murked. Somebody pulling out a gun and pulling the trigger. That's the problem with this country, man.
But at the same time,
if I
change the
climate, your feelings are not an excuse for you going out here killing somebody, man.
But they don't have to follow the law.
Where we at?
Hey, that's...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You're not
And
making,
look,
Where we at?
not
that's
making, not making sense.
that's mad violent. Nah, bro, that's violent. That's violent. Example.
Not.
The little kid, the 6-year-old who shot his teacher. You know why he shot him? Because his feelings was hurt.
Yep.
Right? And we talk about this all the time as men, and accountability and controlling our emotions. Right?
A 6-year-old kid.
So
Ain't got,
I'm just saying in general, as a man, we are held to a higher standard than to go out here and murk a motherfucker because somebody pissed me off on TV. Now with that being said, y'all know what I feel good about?
What?
This what makes me feel good about the whole situation. That it actually sounds fair. And the reason why I say that, because this is a white group, right? Getting the same treatment that a black group would have got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which shows me Grady doesn't give a damn about your skin color. If you're disturbing the peace, you know what I mean? He
on
gonna
your
deal
ass.
with you. He on your ass.
What I'm saying is, it sounds good because.
Hold on. And I want to know what y'all in the comments think, because y'all already been getting it in on the short. Get down in these comments. Let us know what you think. That was a great goddamn argument. But I'm gonna let y'all get y'all last words off. Get your last words, bro.
All I'm saying is this. From a civilian mindset, it sounds like he did a great job and this, that, and the other. But when it comes to being under that oath, having, like, there's certain things, there's customs courtesies, there's standards, and there's things like that you have, because you are a uniform. The same way that you gotta protect those regular working people, you also gotta show that you also are willing. Whether or not you care about, that's why I said whether or not I care about them, it doesn't mean anything. They might, somebody might have to take them to the hospital because they got shot or whatever. They also have to have the same respect for what you're doing. That's why you take the emotions out of it due to the fact that you let them know, I'm just doing my job. If you wasn't out here doing what the fuck you was doing, I would have no reason for doing my job. It's a job. You got caught, you went down. But I cannot show too much loyalty to a situation. Guess what? In society, evil money and good money alike is what runs our society. It like whether or not they paying taxes, they're buying stuff. They paying taxes in some type of way in some type of shape and form. It's not to be the judge of good and evil. It's just to do my job. I take this off. I feel like it'll be a lot better if the places that they're serving, the police, the sheriff, look like the community that they're serving.
Well, they were white. He was white.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but in most cases...
And he said, I'm going to be on that white ass.
In most cases like this,
no did it.
The leadership in the subordinates never look like for instance, Newport News is 40% black, right? Population.
That's another video. That's another. We got last words, Cuzzo.
No, man, I'm just saying, man, you gotta control your emotions, man. Like, if you can't, it's emotional maturity, man. I'm about the people. I'm about the people living long, good, productive lives. You're going to be offended by something in this world. That's a problem with this. That's a problem in this country right now, man. Everybody's too easily offended. And just because your feelings are hurt doesn't mean that you have a right to go out here and commit violence against someone under the guise of you being justified. You know what I'm saying? Because your feelings were hurt. Just because your feelings are hurt doesn't mean you can go out here and falsely accuse someone of a crime that they didn't commit, causing them thousands of dollars on legal fees, all other kind of BS. I like this dude, and granted, I've seen other videos from him. I like this guy because he seems to be empowering the people in the sense that, hey, man, don't be a victim. Like, you got to get rid of that victimhood mentality, man. But like you said, that's another video, man. But I like what I see so far, man. I'm leaving it at that.
Trying to get the people to do his job.
Hey, look, we'll say the rest of the argument for the people down in the comments. Get down there, let us know what you think. Who y'all agree with. Hey, that's another one, y'all. We out.
All right, peace.